Hey, I'm gonna do this one-handed. So, it's Xtreme fanboy! This late movie review for Avengers Infinity War was extremely, awesomely, almost epically. Extreme fanboy makes my fanboy senses feel tingly, oh so goodly nice. Good. This movie was straight good. Point blank. Avengers Infinity War, which I believe is the fourth or third Avengers movie. And this movie is straight enjoyable. This movie is awesomely, almost epically, extremely make my extreme fanboy senses tingle with goodness and nostalgia. This is future nostalgia. This movie was almost epic, and this movie was straight good. I recommend you go watch it. Plain simple. This movie is almost gonna get the highest level you can get for my reviews. So, straight to the point, Avengers Infinity War. Let me start off with this. No spoiler reviews, I'll just spoiler review afterwards. Another review, but anyway. The movie was good. How does it start off, like, the tone, the pace, how, like, where it starts off. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Anyway, where the movie starts off and how it started off, with the, one of the last Avengers doing his thing. He's in outer space. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say too much. Anyway, you see in outer space, you see everything happen, like this darkness, this tone, this how quick everything went. You feel like this dramatic tone, this kind of like this underpass, kind of family drama. This movie was just good. You see Thanos in the beginning, you see death, you see horrificness, if that was a word, just horrifyingness of all the dead, just all that stuff, just destruction, just rains down. You see him outer space, you see him destroy people, and you see Thor, you see Hulk, you see everything else. I'm not, like I said, not gonna give too much. And the movie just really just puts you in there, makes you feel good. Just this movie had drama. Also, the animation was very, very goodly highlighted, like a well-written essay, highlighted with crayon. Like if this art project with highlights, if you giving confidence. If this was art class, you have to highlight everything in your artwork, those lines and details. This movie would be highlighted good, all the way. If that was, highlights are a good thing. Whew, this movie was good. So that's the beginning of the movie. Then afterwards, say a little bit of a spoiler review, keyword a little bit. Anyway, you see Thor, you see Loki. Loki finally got his just desserts. Like when you think you couldn't trust him. You actually thought you could trust him? You're like, nah, no, not really. Even then, like, no, you couldn't trust him, so you weren't really expecting it. Anyway, Loki's no more. Let's just put it that way. Then also the thing about this movie, I would say, is, after that, like, this big epicness, this explosion. Like I said, just seeing Thanos instantly, they threw him in there quickly. You would not expect him to be in that movie quickly, like that, when you see him. Anyway, he does a lot of epic things. And after that, then you actually kind of cut to the Guardians of the Galaxy. Or, yeah, cut the then you cut, you see the Guardians of the Galaxy. And their jokes, their witty banter. And, you see young Groot. If you've seen the second Guardians of the Galaxy, which I have not seen yet, I'm going to watch that. And I'll review that as well. But this movie, just just how you see, the characters just being thrown into each other, just bashing and crashing into each other, rubbing elbows. Like, good. Marvel Universe, you're good at letting people rub elbows. Everyone's rubbing elbows, meet each other, shaking hands, patting you on the shoulder. Oh, not shoulder patting, but I want to pat you on the shoulder. Let's pat you on the shoulder, maybe. But first, let's rub elbows and do the tingly feeling. See how? Let's rub elbows. Let's be all tingly, nice. Then we'll rub shoulders afterwards. Shake a little hand. But right now, maybe not yet. We're gonna touch some pinkies together. Anyway, movie was just good. The action, the thrill of it. This movie was a nice thrill. This little touch of sour sauce to it. Straight up though, if I had a choice between if DC was spicy and Marvel was sweet and sour sauce, straight Asian sweet sour sauce on my Buffalo Wild Wings, I would take that. I would take the sweet and sour sauce. That's what this movie was. This delicious, it's scrumptious. I used to go Anyway though, so the animation. The CGI was great. It was highlighted. No real flaws. Everything was purposely right there in your moment. Everything was straight up in the moment movie. Movie was in the moment. how it just put things there. The pace wasn't bad, wasn't good. The pace was not even nothing to be talked about. It was just everything in the movie was just right there in front of you, just put there. Felt good, flow good, tingle good, like like water, like a river, like fish in it, like salmon going upstream, just right there, good. Everything was flowing good. Anyway, the characters just had good charisma. The jokes, there weren't that many jokes. More like kind of like just weird, kind of like guess kind of like guess stalemate jokes. Kind of like a western. Everything was like kind of stale, just being still. Kind of still movement. But anyway, though, Guardians of the Galaxy just how the Guardians of the Galaxy were in there just blew up. It was just nice how these, I did not expect them to do what they did, and like from seeing the trailer. But how they start off? How they start off when you first see them? That was good. Anyway, then afterwards, of course, you got like the other Avengers. You have Iron Man, Tony Stark, Doctor Strange. When you see Doctor Strange in this movie, see Doctor Strange movies like, man, Doctor Strange, and he's doing stuff fast, unlike any other Marvel character. I'm glad how Marvel's getting all the lesser known characters a chance, like Doctor Strange, and he's definitely a very strange man with every strange aspects. He's definitely got the extreme fanboy, high five, seal of approval, extreme fanboy. Extreme fanboy. I'm gonna wear your hat, Doctor Strange. Wear your Doctor Strange hat. I'm gonna read more comic books about Doctor Strange and find out who this guy is. I never read a Doctor Strange comic book, but I need to read it. Sure, though, he's strange and like strange things. So you see Doctor Strange, and of course the witty banter Doctor Strange has actually with his partner, the guy from the first Doctor Strange movie, his friend, his compadre, one of the wizards, is like nice, and also have this little conversation when they're walking downstairs, and he brings up money, and he talks about money, it's just nice, just straight nice. Movie that throws you into everything fast. You see Tony, jogging. He's like, Tony jogging as a normal person. He had this very nice sleek suit. Actually, as like he got rid of like the whole, actually his chest piece is gone. Has a new chest piece. He revamped the Iron Man armor. Like you tell, he's just ready, just to retire and be, but at the same time, like defend himself for war. Just be prepared. He's not fully out of that mode yet. He's like more in protection mode. Then he's like, I'll be a superhero mode. As you can see, if you saw the second Iron Man movie or third Iron Man movie, you would see like why he's like that. Anyway, though, also as well, like just the pacing, also seeing the creatures, the people, man, the people that I saw in this movie, like the evil villains for Thanos, the Thanos villains, it was just, excuse me. By the way, they're all called, he called three of them, like, that's my father. I was not expecting to see these people in this movie. Everything just threw at you. And this stuff, also, like I said, his main henchman's like, wow, look at these guys. I was not expecting these guys, like, just last minute, kind of like, they felt kind of like magic-ish, kind of like more like magical creatures than like aliens. But it's nice to see these guys. They're definitely very loyal subjects to the end to really to fight. Like, damn, like what you call Thanos' father? Only had two adopted daughters, man. Yeah. Well, I guess that's his rank to all his generals and stuff. But anyway, so the sweet. What else? The banter between all the characters and the dialogue was nice. It was a good stalemate. It was like a Wild West movie. It was like a tumbleweed. It was like a tumbleweed on ice, not on fire. It was on fire without super bored. This movie was not bored. This is like a tumbleweed on ice. Cool, just straight. Everything about this movie was cool, nice. Everything was floating around you. Like they're always like you see everything just right around you. It's like you couldn't miss anything. How everything just floats. Everything just moves. Everything just pulls you in, like pushes you away, pushes you in way. Just like this movie would just shoo, 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 shoo. How it just zoomed in, zoomed out. Where the characters, where their movement and the fights they had. Also seeing like just all that stuff. Doctor Strange just pulling people in was nice. With his necklace, and I like to see Doctor Strange. I feel like he added something very new, very stylish to this movie. I'm glad we have Doctor Strange like this. We need a universal character who can just break out and go everywhere and just beat all the characters. Also, like, Thor, after he had his moment with Thanos and he first meets him with first part of the movie. Of course, also, don't really like how, you see Hulk, he's going down to, like, no, he's, pretty much he's, like, accidentally or almost accidentally, he's, like, last minute. The look on Hulk's face, it's phenomenal that Hulk actually, you would not expect Hulk to actually have this sad face when he meets and sees Thanos, and after what happened, it's just wow. Thor has that face. Can't believe it. Unbelievable. and him just floating around and just going from the next place to try to get help when turning back to the Banner. Like, man, more Banner. That's good to know. I feel like the current guy who plays David Banner does not get enough time, me time, show me time, wave my hand, parade time. I feel like this guy had a parade coming. He finally getting it. Full. My respects to all the actors, and the guy who played Hulk, aka David Banner. I feel like he finally had his float. He's shining right now. Hulk is nowhere to be found. Just Hulk had his moments. Like, now about David Banner. Good for you, David Banner. Also give you I give you credit. I like what you did. You tried. Moment for this guy. Pretty nice. So though, so I'm actually kind of skipping things, but then it's not a spoiler review, so what should really matter? Because I'm not spoiling anything, so it doesn't matter if I skip or go back. Also, what else? The flow and delivery of each character and the things they did, and how they had this moment, let's get straight to business. Let's get straight to business. These people were like, no joke, straight to business. And how they just threw everyone in there. Well, straight to the business. Of course, also Rocket Raccoon and young Groot in this movie. And when they talk, I don't think they're actually gonna work with Thor together. Anyway, but you see Thor come out of nowhere. He's just talking with them. Like, man, this is interesting. Are we gonna see maybe a more close relationship with Thor and Groot and Rocket Raccoon? It's good. Maybe it could happen. You never know. I do not think you will see Thor and Groot and Thanos just actually having these conversations, and the fact they're actually relating to each other a lot. That's just goosebumps are tingling with damn joyness. Seeing Rocket Raccoon, I think he was easily the most funniest character. Doctor Strange and other characters, Iron Man, it's just, to be honest, I'm gonna find out, it's gonna kind of hard to determine which character had the most charisma to show. A lot of them did. Doctor Strange, he he had the most charisma in a way. Then again, it's there's so many other characters like Spider-Man, Iron Man, who had the biggest charisma out of all these guys. So there's a lot of fun charisma. Of course, Spider-Man, he's in there. He finally gets the Iron Spider suit, as you guys saw from the trailers for the movie, and it was just nice to see him actually get more of a shot. Glad the Spider-Man made it big finally. Because I don't think Spider-Man actually came an Avenger. I know he's a big Avenger fan in the comic book, but he's a fan of the Avengers. Pop culture, very young guy, but I don't really think they actually had a Avengers Spider-Man before. It's good to see the Iron Spider suit, because especially the suit was more sleek. It didn't really weigh him down at all. It just really wasn't in the way. And also how the surprising things you didn't expect the suit to do and how it worked, it was pretty nice. Iron Man had a very more advanced suit than he did before. The one from the trailer and the pictures on Instagram and also on Google, you will just, wow, phenomenal. I'll say next level, phenomenal. Just how every character is just putting themselves up, new looks, charisma. Oh, don't say right now, when you see Jarvis and the Scarlet Witch in the movie, I was like, wow, they're making a connection. Wow, he's transforming. He's different now, Anyway, of course, it's about the Infinity War, the Infinity Stones with the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos, the Mad Titan. You come to find out, Thanos not really a bad guy. He actually just wants balance in the universe. There's too much of one thing. Not everyone can have too much of one thing, because, there's too many people. There's too many people that outrun the resources. So either you're gonna outrun the resources. This movie has a message: bring balance, and that's not really the message, but that's what Thanos wants. But the movie says movies something pretty much, there's things in the world we got to realize before the future happens. The movie made think about border patrol and the border and living in America. People in America deal with the possible chance of overpopulation. We're not racist, we're not stereotypers. We just can't have too much of one thing will overcloud everything else. The resources and Thanos, I feel he does have a heart. Because different, because not in. I didn't read the comic books about Thanos, but from the cartoons, you're not expect Thanos to actually have a heart. Or real life, heart and care. He's doing this for a legitimate reason, not this mad woman bully who wants to destroy everything. It just had something that was there for a reason. He actually cared. He did it the wrong way. He's like the Knights Templars, but epic, epically buff, smart. Thanos feel he's a very poetic guy a little bit, and also the guy who's gonna play Cable from Deadpool. He also played. He's also playing. I'll leave the pictures I'll leave the pictures in this video for the actors and the characters that played, but just wow, nice. Let's see Thanos. You know, especially like those marks on his face. I'm not expecting to have these many marks. Maybe there's a story behind them. Maybe he's born that way. Maybe it just came out that way. Anyway, also how they told the story from the comic books with Thanos. You know, with him being the Mad Titan, what happened to his plan was actually a little bit different. Thanos, he cares. He has a caring life, and charismatic life. You know, he's like the Knights Templars. Like they said, Knights Templars are not evil. The assassin said from Assassin's Creed, they're not evil. They're just going about things. They're actually trying to help. They're going about it the wrong way. It's a toxic way. It's a blind toxic way that's going to cause problems, and it solves. But they got to do what's necessary. You know, it's like basically it's necessary evil, which Thanos is pretty much necessary evil. You know, he's that necessary evil. As some people say, the old-fashioned word, just let necessary evil do its thing, then push it away and put it back in the box before when the necessary time is done. Thanos, he's that necessary evil, I feel. You know, he has so much more than you expect from the comic books in this Thanos. That movie Thanos gets the A+ for basically shock factor. Just straight shock. This movie. Shock factor. Shh, Thanos. Xtreme fanboy shock factor. So, anyway. Everything, how everyone just threw in. Also, like, fights. Also, how everyone was confused. They threw everyone together like, hey, who are you? Who are you? Where? I'm asking once. And you see, like, you know, Star-Lord and the other Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, since Thor was actually with Groot and everyone. And also, at this movie, I was like, are these people gonna end up again? Also, by the way, Captain America was good. You know, he was teaming up. Black Widow was there. Hawkeye was there. Falcon. It was just nice, straight, good. It was nice how they teamed up and how they worked together. And the Infinity Stones, you had Jarvis. You know, I'm not gonna say too much. Then you saw the trailer. I can say like he's pretty much becoming human. That's what the trailer was. You already saw the trailer, so yeah, not really spoiling thing. And just like also the epicness, how everything would just happen fast with like his Thanos' generals. All this like weird looking guy, alien guy, with who has like the little robe. He looks like what's his name? I think it's Lord Bane. Not Lord Bane. Whatever his name is, that bounty hunter from Star Wars, the Clone Wars, who's blue with the red eyes, and interesting. And, you know, just how everything happened. Also, Spider-Man. Good to give Spider-Man more of a shot. I'm glad Spider-Man, like I said before, he had a chance to really shine and show himself. You know, but he's still, like, a youngster, got a long way to go. I kind of wish, like, you know, he just really did more damage and showed himself out more. Like, you know, wish he had a chance to actually just stay. Don't you wish he had kind of, like, a chance to actually stay to himself, actually have a good shining moment. You know, he'll have a shining moment, like his armor. By the way, the Iron Spider suit was much different from the one in the cartoons and also in the comic book. Very different, as you guys can see. Very interesting look, though. It's like a football team with a brand new jersey. That's how Spider-Man looked. And Doctor Strange, the things he did, you would not think Doctor Strange would actually last this long. You actually think the other characters would actually just get dismantled and sliced in half if you mess with Doctor Strange, because he's the wizard of the Marvel Universe, and it's nice with that robe and all that stuff. You know, also you felt bad for the robe. You know, what happened to his living robe, and you're like, oh no, it was a lie, no. But I'm not going to spoil what happened, you're just going to have to see for yourself. But I'm pretty sure you guys can guess where I'm going with that. Anyway, and I feel like everyone was vulnerable, fastly vulnerable, no time to think, time to act, time to debate, time to think instant strategy, like, you know, like Battleship. You know, instant strategy, just go for it. Just going first to battle. Oh, like, but sometimes, you know, there is gonna be a moment like you're gonna see the pause. You know, like it's like Battleship. You pick your ship, you sink it, you get close to it, you surround it, and you blow it up. You do the next thing. You know, go worry about being surrounded, not surrounded. Thanos is one person, but also Thanos also has a very big army, which is very powerful. Whew. You think the army from very first Avengers Loki commanded was nothing? Was like whoa? No, this guy really makes his army looks fiercely, shiningly, monster-like, like epic, like savage animal. His Thanos' army. You know, also see Gamora when she was younger, how she met Thanos. I'm not getting into that, but that was nice to actually see that though. You know, actually wasn't as bad as it seemed like. You know, bad as it seemed like. I was not expecting to actually go exactly like that. That's where like the purpose of Thanos is, like he's actually explaining your purpose. You know, also you know, the rest of the Guardians of the Galaxy, what's his name? Dave Bautista's character, which I believe is Drax Destroyer. Drax Destroyer is like, he's ready, he's epic, but same like, he's like more calm. He's like ready to like calm himself down, and actually work together to actually do the right thing to actually take out Thanos. Like he's not so angrily vulnerable like he was in the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, which I like about that. Drax is like, he's having a chance to actually rethink and have a strategy. I like it. Also, like, when Gamora and Star-Lord with their conversation, you feel that connection finally. Like, she's finally opening herself to him. There's a conversation, there's care now. And Star-Lord, like, he's really putting himself down, like, not to be like this jerk. If he's being a jerk, like, he seems like he's being a jerk, but he's really just being comedy to take away the pain, but take away the reality of the sadness of what's going on. Like, he was a good blend of everything, to, like, keep everything pepping up. Star-Lord, who's not his most funniest, he had a lot of pep in his step, a lot of basically, you felt like he was bringing you up. Star-Lord, I give it to you. Straight up. So, anyway, though, no, Chris Pratt was a great Star-Lord. And also Thor, you cut the Thor, actually working together. You meet, like, this other mythological creature. And, like, instantly feel like this movie, like, makes sense. Like, fine, like, movie, like, Trip says, everything is connected. We've been knowing about this. Like, damn, it's throwing everything. I actually like that. Like, wow. Everything is connected. Even the gods are connected to the galaxy and outer space and stuff they need. And, and Thor starting over. He's ready. He's pissed off. And he's ready to get this done. And Thor, he got the chance to shine and really look good with his. He has his new weapon and his new outfit, which was nice. He had a chance to really heal and become the hero, be on top. It's like Thor is very much like, he was definitely the top Avenger in this movie, in my opinion. And just like, also like, when Gamora sees her sister and stuff that's happening to her, is like, whoa, that's dramatically terrible. Ooh. You feel like her sister actually has a heart now. So, yeah. And the two fights, the two fights they had, as you saw in the trailer, you had Wakanda, and of course they brought up Bucky Barnes, which is no longer the white, I call him the white. A little bit of spoiler, Bucky Barnes came out, he had a chance to shine. That's where the big epic slow motion running battle scene looked. Also seeing Captain America and Black Panther was good though, but Black Panther, like, I feel like, man, after everything to do with the Black Panther movie, like, damn, don't let us down. Black Panther was pretty good though. The fight they had and just, man, I was looking forward to actually seeing how Black Panther Wakanda war strategy. What is the procedure for what's going to happen in war when Wakanda has an army knocking on the door? Nice. I was expecting that, and it was interesting to see what they did. Nothing like the cartoon I saw on BET for Black Panther, but it's very nice though. Very nice. And also, like, Captain America, he came, he saved the day, saved Jarvis. They had to go to Wakanda to take care of the issue. Scarlet Witch actually growing a connection with Jarvis, the robot, who's now turning into a human. Just, it's evolution right there. Also, with the cell phone, this moment with the cell phone, you're like, you're going to want to see, they had this old school flip phone, one of the characters, like, what, you going to call him? Like, wow. That was nice. The flip phone, basically, like, that's definitely, like, like a damn, man, it was like a chia pet. It was like a 10 years signal warning to the chia pets. This movie, that cell phone made itself actually made the cell phone like it had its own moment that made it worth it. And also Tony Stark and Doctor Strange, their moment was very nice, very cherry-y, like a nice whipped cream. Just I feel like the guys were a good blend. A good blend with Doctor Strange and Tony Stark. How they just were. Whew. Like, Tony Stark, he's less arrogant now, but still, like, to see Doctor Strange, a technology guy and a master of magic, his just wizard, them come together is, like, nice. This is a good combination. Anyway, overall, I'll say right now, Avengers Infinity War was almost a 50. So, I'm going to give this movie a 58 out of 50. But on the regular scale, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10, and it gets the extreme fanboy, happiness, seal of approval. That's what he gets. It's worth it. And you can definitely enjoy this movie. This movie is like damn near like sports stadium, entertainment. You can watch this like you can watch like a handful of guys and girls screaming. If it, you actually people think like what's a big basketball game going on? Nope, it's just like Avengers Infinity War. They're watching like, wow. The movie will constantly be screamed and screamed and screamed and shouted for years on end. This movie is worth it. Go see Avengers Infinity War. Bye. Extreme fanboy out. Extreme fanboy out. Extreme fanboy out. Extreme this. Go watch Avengers Infinity War. The ending, always watch the climax of every Marvel movie. The climax was a climax. It's something that's seen. And if you've seen the pictures and trailers, you know what I'm talking about, but I might say that for spoiler review. What's going to happen next? What's the next movie after this? And if you've seen the pictures been leaked, so bye. Xtreme Fanboy out. Xtreme Fanboy out. Xtreme Fanboy out. Movie review. Go watch Avengers Infinity War. Go see it.